Cheryl from Texas wants to know, how can she put the bad run that she just did behind her so she can move on to the next one?
That's definitely something that's hard in the rodeo atmosphere because we don't make runs back to back. We might run and then we might have 6 to 8 hours to stew on whatever happened in that horrible run that we just made on our way to the next rodeo. So it's definitely something that I've had to learn to work through as quickly as possible. And the way I do that is if I have a bad run, I immediately, before I'm even done walking my horse out, I will go over that run. I will pick out, using the 5 fearless steps, what happened and what went wrong. And if it was something that I did, I like sitting down too soon, or maybe I asked her to pivot over a barrel, something like that, I will fix that in my mind. So I will fix it immediately. Go through whatever happened that was wrong, assess whether it was you or your horse. If it was you, fix it immediately in your mind. So I'll go back through the run, fix it in my mind, and then I will pretend like that is the run I made. And this is just something that you have to do in order to continue to be on that high level competitively throughout an entire season. So if I can convince myself that I did not make those mistakes because I have overran that same run in my mind, correcting the mistake that I made, then I will actually think and have the feeling that I did good at that rodeo. And this has happened to me before, where at the end of the year, somebody will say, oh, how'd you do at North Platte, Nebraska? And I'll say, oh, I think I won it. Yeah, I think I won that rodeo. And they'll say, no, you didn't. You didn't even place. And I'll say, no, I won it. And what happened in reality was I tipped the barrel to win it. So in my mind, I convinced myself that I won it, but because I convinced myself that I did not make that mistake and that I fixed it in my mind, of course, you have to fix the mistake before, by the time I got to the next rodeo, I was on that high of I just won the last rodeo I was at. And that really helps you stay on that winning streak when you're on one. And another thing that I do that has proved to be extremely important is when I have a bad run, I make sure by the end of the day to pick out 3 good things that happened in that run. And they might be as simple as, my horse is safe. I made it around all 3 barrels, and I didn't embarrass myself. Or it might be as good as simple as on the 3rd barrel, I went ahead and rode all the way up into the hole and got to my point. Or my horse ran fast, she's clocking, so that's good. Just pick out 3 good things that came out of that bad run and really concentrate on those and leave it there. Now, if it's your horse that had an issue, I like to fix that right off the bat so I can forget about it, similar to how you do in your mind. So I might, if there's barrels set up right after I run, I might go walk them and reiterate whatever the Train Fearless drills are that I need to do in order to fix my horse. I want to knock that out immediately. Therefore, they'll go and compete competitively at your next race.